This was absolutely absurd to witness as the Brooklyn Nets seemed to put on a three-point shooting clinic against the Dallas Mavericks tonight, looking like the 2016 Golden State Warriors where they just could not miss, whether there was a hand in the face or were being very, very physical on defense, or we leave them wide open and dare them to shoot the three, they would still make their threes as the Brooklyn Nets made 20 threes in tonight's game. While the Dallas Mavericks did lose to the Brooklyn Nets, we did miss 12 free throws, which could have changed the fate of this game. And although the Dallas Mavericks did lose tonight's game, we are still the 9th seed in the West. But even more important than that, it was the return of Daniel Gafford, who did lead all scorers for the Dallas Mavericks in only 19 minutes. So, in this video, we're going to take a look at the box score, what stood out to us, the good, the bad, the ugly, and of course, who stood on business. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 20,135 subscribers. I'm really feeling that love lately, but if you want to be up to date on everything Mavericks related, with our live stream, our watch along, our news vids, giveaways, everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But the Dallas Mavericks, they were the healthiest tonight, as they've been, at least for like the last several months, it feels like. We got Daniel Gafford back, Anthony Davis was playing, PJ's ankles held up, so he was able to play. We had actual players to rotate through, so many guys didn't have to play heavy minutes. But before today's game, Jason Kidd did let us know that Daniel Gafford's minutes will be limited to 15 to 20 in his return to the lineup. Anthony Davis remains on a restriction of 25 to 28 minutes. Jason Kidd says Derrick Lively II continues progressing toward a return and could play as soon as this week, which is just a bunch of good news. That shows that Daniel Gafford being able to play 15 to 20 minutes is very optimal and very good for the Mavericks. And in tonight's game, he looked extremely dominant. Towards the end of the game, it looked like not that he hurt himself or he re-injured himself. Maybe he pulled something felt tight, he had to go back to the bench, but it was all good. Daniel Gafford is fine. And Anthony Davis, although he is on a larger restriction as far as minutes compared to Daniel Gafford, did look a little sluggish. He was able to make some easy shots. He played good defense, but down the stretch, a lot of missed layups, a lot of missed shots. Things didn't look that great for AD down the stretch as we were trying to close out this game. But knowing that Derrick Lively II is on the way does make me feel good. And in tonight's game, we had Daniel Gafford, Anthony Davis, and Kai Jones as our center rotation. And Kai Jones didn't really get that much burn because Gafford was back. Kai Jones is still a positive for the Mavericks. He has very good IQ. He's a very goofy player as he tried to pump fake at the free throw line, making everybody move. The things that Kai Jones does on a daily basis, it makes me laugh, but I'm still very impressed by what he can do. But Daniel Gafford did have a very great game. Like I said earlier, he led all the Mavericks in scoring. And Anthony Davis, not going to say he struggled, but he's still working his way up as he, as well as Daniel Gafford, are not yet at 100%. But Jason Kidd had this to say after the game, saying Jason Kidd said that the energy and effort in tonight's game was low, and that's a little bit absurd, I guess. I'm not disagreeing with Jason Kidd. We all watched the game. Yes, the energy and effort did feel a little bit low, and maybe that's because we knew that we had other players back in the rotation that we could just sub in and out, so guys didn't feel the need to go all out from the very jump. And this reminds me a lot of earlier in the NBA season where the Dallas Mavericks had an energy problem. We were not starting out the games right, and we always had to play catch up. We were winning at halftime, and that quickly ran away in the third quarter. We tried to make it up in the fourth, and that also ran away from us. The Dallas Mavericks have been playing with a very small crew of guys, a skeleton crew really, over the last several games, and it feels like some of those guys got used to playing that way, so they just always go out there and they play hard. They're playing heavy minutes. We just beat the Brooklyn Nets not that long ago with less players, with less talent arguably, so tonight should have been no different. They still have no Cam Thomas. They had no Cam Johnson. Yeah, D'Angelo Russell came back into the lineup, but that shouldn't have changed things too much to a point where the Brooklyn Nets are shooting 20 made threes against us. Yes, some of them were contested, but a lot of those we were just daring them to shoot. Our defense was very much lacking in tonight's game. But I'd argue that the Mavericks just need more time to gel. As more guys come back, guys' minutes, their role, and their job on the floor will change as we're slowly getting everybody back. So yes, a learning curve, a little bit of a bump in the road, a growing pain may ensue, but that is no excuse for losing to the Brooklyn Nets. And like I said, 12 missed free throws, that was the deciding factor. If we made at least half of those, just another 6 made free throws, we definitely win this game. But let's take a look at the box score. Anthony Davis had 12 points, 1 block, 5 assists, 7 rebounds. He shot 2 of 4 from 3. 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from 3, and 5 of 10 from the field. Not a bad game. He was efficient, 50%. Some of those misses were right at the basket, so why were you missing those? Again, Anthony Davis is not 100% back yet, still working his way back. He will have a few more of these games until things start to feel better for him. And P.J. Washington tonight had 13 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, shot 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 of 3 from 3, and 4 of 7 from the floor. A pretty good game from P.J. His defense was a little bit lacking. D'Angelo Russell was just blowing right past him. The defense from the entire team was lacking, if I'm being honest. But overall, a pretty okay game from P.J. I expect a little bit more. But Daniel Gafford, in only 19 minutes, had 17 points, 2 assists, 7 rebounds, was 3 of 6 from the free throw line, and 7 of 9 from the floor. Daniel Gafford, again, looked very dominant. Looked like the landlord that we know that he is. And, of course, going 3 of 6 from the free throw line, you're a Dallas Maverick. You're going to miss your free throws. It's just part of – it just comes with the territory pretty much at this point. But Daniel Gafford looked very, very good. Like I said, he kind of tweaked something. Not a major injury where we had to pull him out, but he did look like he was in a little bit of pain towards the end of the game. He did stay in a little bit longer than I think he should. But overall, Daniel Gafford is going to be okay. Nothing came out as far as he re-injured anything, nothing like that, but he did look good in tonight's game, getting good rebounds, getting easy buckets, attacking the basket, being able to just work his way through traffic to still score. Daniel Gafford did not look like he lost a step. In fact, it looked like he may have slimmed down a bit. He looked a little bit more agile on the floor, and just like Anthony Davis, as Daniel Gafford is ramping up back to 100%, he's going to have a few more games like this, which honestly is a good game. So that's only going to be good for the Dallas Mavericks. If only we could fix those free throws, right? And just continue with the box score. Spencer Dinwiddie had 11 points, 1 steal, 8 assists, 5 rebounds, was 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 1 of 4 from 3, and 4 of 11 from the field. Not the most efficient night, but Spencer's been racking up the assists lately, so the ball's moving, which is a good thing. And Klay Thompson had 13 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, shot 3 of 12 from 3, and 5 of 16 from the floor. Klay Thompson took the most shots and the most threes. I'm not trying to blame him. You win as a team, you lose as a team. But Klay Thompson taking this many attempts and this many misses, as well as the final shot. The Dallas Mavericks we were only down by 2. We were inbounding the ball. All we need to do was get an easy bucket. We tie the game, go into overtime, and we win. Instead, we opted to go for 3. Okay, you get the ball to Klay. He misses, but he got his rebound, passed it back to Spencer, who is way too far out from the three-point line, throws up a Hail Mary 3, which touches the back of the backboard. It's a turnover, and that was the entire game. Not sure why we went to Klay Thompson, who tonight was only 3 of 12 from 3, to try and bail us out. Probably should have tried someone else like Max Christie, who did shoot 2 of 4 from 3, or PJ, who was 2 of 3, but you live with the results. And off the bench, Kai Jones had 7 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, was 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 3 of 4 from 3, still very efficient as always, only playing 16 minutes, obviously because Gaffford is back. Caleb Martin had a very good game, in my opinion. He had 7 points, he had 2 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, and 2 of 5 from 3, but he was also playing excellent defense. He was a plus 10, the highest off the bench. Caleb Martin was a player I wasn't too sure if the Dallas Mavericks were going to keep long term, but after tonight, if we can get more of what we got tonight from Caleb Martin, just able to bring the ball down, make the right reads, play good defense, knowing where to be positionally, I think Caleb Martin could actually be pretty solid for the Dallas Mavericks. Najee Marshall had a definite cool-down game after being on a complete heater over the last several games. Had only 8 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 8 rebounds, and was 4 of 7 from the floor. Max Christie led all scorers off the bench with 12 points, 1 steal, 3 rebounds. And Jaden Hardy had 9 points and 1 assist, as well as 2 turnovers. The Dallas Mavericks, they end up losing to the Brooklyn Nets. Like I said, we were down by 3. Inbound play, knocked down a 3, cool, you win. I'm sorry, we were down by 2. We were only down by 2. We could have got an easy bucket, go tie the game, go in overtime, and instead we wanted to go for a 3. We wanted to just put the game away. I get it. It's a gamble, and it didn't pay off. I'm not upset with Jason Kidd, because Jason Kidd, in my opinion, has been doing a very good job as a coach as of late, as the Dallas Mavericks have been winning a lot of games where we really shouldn't have been winning, and coming very, very close to the games that we lost. all the while using a very small, limited roster. But when players start to come back, it's the coach's job to manage those minutes, know when to play these guys, know when to pull them, and make sure we still play like a well-oiled machine. But only one player can stand on business, and tonight I think it's pretty obvious it's going to go to Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford in his return had 17 points. He had no blocks, but he had 2 assists and 7 rebounds. Looked very, very good. Looks like he didn't even miss a beat. If we just take a look right here, like I said, Daniel Gafford tonight had 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 7 of 9 from the floor in just 19 minutes. Very, very impressive. And although the Dallas Mavericks did lose to the Brooklyn Nets tonight, the Kings also lost tonight. So it's kind of like nothing really happened. We're still the 9th seed in the West. We have a few more games left, so we have to really mitigate those losses. As if we're going to be the 9th seed, let's try to stay the 9th seed. If we got to drop to the 10th seed, that's fine. But from the way it looks, the Dallas Mavericks are trying to stay competitive. They're not tanking. They want to make it to the playoffs, see how far they can go. And if we just take a look right here, the Dallas Mavericks are still a good 2 games or about a game above the Kings. Things are still good. No need to panic. I feel like it's more so a pride thing that we lost to the very, very bad Brooklyn Nets, which I totally understand. However, if the Kings lost and we lost, it's like nothing even happened. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think Gafford stood on business? Do you think AD looked washed up? Do you think Max Christie is the next Kobe Bryant? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for making this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing a giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But, till next time, y'all take care, drink water. Peace.